Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Super Dragon Ball podcast for super sandwiches like yourself. My name is Mason.
And I'm Nick, and I'm really glad we didn't call this a Dragon Ball Super podcast. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
Xenoverse 7, a Dragon Ball Super podcast.
Because it's closing and coming to an end.
We called it
a Dragon Ball podcast, but really what it is us being idiots.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, welcome back, my super sandwiches. Today we're going to be talking about episodes 50 and 128.
Really?
Yes.
51.
51 and 128, damn it. But we're on our 51st episode as well.
It's true.
I like that we synced it back up.
What?
Our episodes to the English dub. It's synced.
Yeah.
It's synced again.
As much as we don't like being behind.
I do.
Well, yeah, but as much as we don't like doing that, it actually kind of worked out because we're not guessing as much anymore.
It's just 50 for 50.
Yeah. 51 for 51.
And then so on and so forth, as it does.
Until we screw up and miss another week.
Math.
Yeah. Oh.
What's wrong?
I'm going to be out of town in like 2 weeks. I forgot about that. I'm going to Michigan.
Oh, and then you're going to Box Expo.
Yeah, that's in May, though. We don't have to worry about that till May.
I might be going to Florida at the end of March. It's going to be a few missed ones, guys, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, the one at the end of March is going to be the last episode, too, isn't it?
Probably.
Oops. I'll have to give you exact dates on that.
We'll save that for the podcast scheduling podcast.
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, we're here. We're
queer.
I was going to try and avoid saying that, but get used to it. Yeah, good episodes of Dragon Ball this week. We do have a little bit of news to share. It is pretty spoiler heavy, so we're going to save that until the spoiler section.
Yeah, so it sucks to be you nerds who don't listen to the spoiler section.
There doesn't seem to be a ton. You know what I mean?
There's a few, though.
I'm not sure anymore. If there is, let us know, because
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Because just to give you guys a little peek behind the kimono here.
Gross. What a terrible analogy.
Our Discord that we have, it's going really good. We got about 20 people in there now.
If you guys want to join the Discord, join the Discord.
Yeah, the link is in the show notes. Just open our show notes for this episode that you're listening to right now and click on the link and it'll take you right over there. But we have a spoiler section for spoiler stuff, obviously, because we don't want to screw with anybody who doesn't want to know what's going to happen. And
pretty much every one of those people is involved in that.
Every single one of them is. So, yeah, if you guys want to join that, feel free. Also, we have Facebook, all that jazz, Facebook, email. It's a good time. So anyway, like I said, we have a little bit of news, but we're going to hold off on that until we get to the spoiler section. Other than that, how is your week going, Mason?
My week was good. I went to work, and then I came home, and then I did that all week. And then yesterday, I went and saw Black Panther and ate Red Lobster.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. It was a good day. And Black Panther was super sick. For any of you who haven't seen it, you should see it.
Yesterday, I cooked breakfast.
Was it good?
I made an egg sandwich, and I made little slices of cheese-looking things, but I made them out of hash browns.
You made them out of hash browns?
Yeah. So basically like square things of hash browns that look like they were cheese slices to put on the sandwich.
That's what I do with McDonald's sandwiches.
Yeah, you put the hash brown on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get the hot sauce.
I did that. We call it tasty sauce.
Wait, the McDonald's hot sauce?
Yeah, picante.
It's
we
definitely...
ask them for tasty sauce, and they're like, wait, what?
You know, the tasty sauce, you idiots.
Are you talking about the Mac sauce? Sir, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. No, I want the red tasty sauce.
God damn it.
And today we did homemade spicy chicken biscuit sandwiches.
Were those good?
Yeah.
I think those biscuits looked rock hard.
Yeah, I was going to say, shut up. By homemade, I mean we did the chicken and all that, but I just opened a can of Pillsbury Grands and threw them on the old bacon sheet.
I still know how to make those Hardee's biscuits from scratch.
Ooh. You're going to have to hook me up with that.
No.
Okay. Well, that ended quickly. Yeah, but other than that, my week has been pretty good.
What'd you do besides that work thing? Did you play any more Switch?
Oh, yeah.
I played some Switch.
Yeah, well, you're on Zelda, right?
Yeah, I beat Odyssey, the main story, and now I'm moved on to Zelda, and it's been going pretty well.
Get ready to spend 150 hours on it.
I will. I'm pretty ready. I have nothing else going on.
Yeah.
I have no kids.
I have kids and I still have 130 hours into it now.
Yeah, so I'll be at like 300. Then.
Probably. Yeah, I don't have anything else, so want to go ahead and get into dub feedback before we jump into your well, no, let's not do dub feedback. But first, let us do your anime corner. Sound good?
I guess.
Or do you have anything else you want to add?
I have an anime corner.
Here we go!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my anime corner. My name is Mason, and today we're going to be talking about episode 51 of Dragon Ball Super.
Oh my God.
No, I did watch the worst iteration of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I'm about to episode 17, and it hasn't been getting easier to watch. It's not good, and I literally have no positives to say about the show besides the kick-ass intro.
Here we go!
Good job.
Thanks, man.
Actually, you know what? I have an anime corner.
Oh.
Here we go!
I watched the show. It was called Dragon Ball Z. It's got a lot of the same characters that are in Dragon Ball Super, the show we're talking about now. And yeah, it's pretty good.
Here we go!
I have another one.
You do?
Yeah.
Here we go!
I'm also simultaneously watching Yu-Gi-Oh! The regular one. The one with all the main characters and good characters.
Here we go!
Were you done?
Yeah, I think.
You don't have anything else?
I think I have one more.
Here we go!
I stopped watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Sorry.
Here we go!
I think we're done.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Good app.
You know, beat it into the ground and then hit that dead horse as hard as you can.
Oh, we beat the hell out of that horse.
Dead horse. Make sure you include that it's dead already.
There's a lot of dead horses now in my Zelda playthrough. Ever since I found that out.
Yeah,
man.
he kills all the horses he meets.
But I revived them afterwards, so
The
it's
horse
okay.
god. The horse god's super scary.
Yeah.
I
He's all
would-
like,
He's got a horse face, but
but
he's
he
a
has
plant.
hands.
He's like a plant, kind of. He comes out of the ground.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
So do the fairies.
Yeah, fairies are not horse gods, though.
Fairies are weird. Have you found one yet?
Mm-mm.
Just wait. It's weird. It gets
Oh.
real weird.
Well, we're back.
We'll save that for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Podcast.
sponsored by Nintendo Switch podcast.
That was sick.
Oh, I played Rocket League. I know this isn't.
Back to our week.
Yeah, this isn't Dragon Ball related, but actually it's kind of podcast related. I played Rocket League last night with listener Tim,
Hey, Tim.
who is in our Discord.
I will
We,
play that with you guys, too. We can do 3-on-3.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Did you get Rocket League for it yet?
I'll get it tonight.
Yeah. We mowed down some people in doubles, so it was a lot of fun.
Then now we can play triples
Yeah.
or whatever that's
Trips.
called.
We'll call it standard.
Standard.
Standard. Yeah, get Rocket League tonight. We can play.
I'll be the goalie.
No. Well, we all rotate. It's all good. We can do that tonight.
Is he down?
I'm sure he is. Hey, Tim. Tim,
Are you down?
I'm messaging you right now on our Discord.
You want to play some threes, dog?
And I know I've been really spouting off about this for the last couple weeks. I know somebody said in the Discord, "Oh yeah, I joined after I heard you guys talk about the Discord 10,000 times."
I bring it up because every time I bring it up, you plug it, like every time.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that I do for fun for me.
just to see if I'll do it.
Yeah, and it's every single time.
It is every single time, and I'm gonna plug it again.
Okay.
I'm serious, guys. It's a good time. We got 20 people in there. Let's keep it growing. I know we got a lot more than 20 people that listen to the podcast, so come hang out with us.
There's a lot of dead horses in there.
Yeah, and speaking of dead horses, this is the last time until the end of the show that I will plug Discord.
Probably not.
I promise you that.
Okay, we'll see.
All right, you ready to go ahead and get into the dub section?
Yes.
Okay, before we do that, though, let's find out our sponsor for this week.
Our sponsor this week is Dr. Shasta.
Is that
Now-
like a...
Now, I need you to not interrupt me.
I was going to ask you a question.
No, what it is if have you had Dr. Pepper?
I have.
Shut up. Have you had Mr. Pibb? You can answer.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's like those, but much worse.
Really?
Yes. I want to say it's the worst tasting soda I've ever had in my life.
What about Shasta Moon Mist? You remember
Is that- I don't want to know about that because that's not our sponsor this week.
Fine.
Just Dr.
Doc-
Shasta
Dr.
is.
Shasta. I thought he was a chiropractor or something like that.
That's Dr. Gupta.
Okay.
Sanjay Gupta.
Sanjay Gupta. Isn't he in jail?
Oh, he's very much in jail. And he created Dr. Shasta. And that's why it is so wretched. But for some reason, he sprang for this ad. And I don't give criminals their due diligence by any means. Dr. Shasta, it's shit.
Okay, and we're back for the dub section, sponsored by Dr. Shasta. This episode was titled Feelings That Transcend Time, Trunks and Mai.
Gross.
Was gross. It also doesn't feel super relevant. You know what I mean?
It was just bad.
Yeah.
I didn't like this episode.
Neither did I. I was really excited after I saw the promo for it. I was telling you, I don't remember if it was on the
He's
podcast
Orange
or...
Man. He turns into Orange Goku.
Could you not interrupt me?
Yeah, sorry, man.
I couldn't remember if I said it on the podcast or not, but yeah, like you said, I was excited because I saw something in the promo that I didn't remember seeing before. So I was like, oh, hell, maybe I missed this episode the first time it aired. No.
Turns out you omitted it from your mind.
Yeah, pretty much. But before we get into the recap here, let's go ahead and do our feedback. First one and only one this week is from our guy Reggie, who
What up?
I missed his 127 feedback last week.
Oh, for real?
I read his 126, but I didn't read his 127.
Oh, sick.
And then he blamed it on you and said he wanted to fight you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's my bad. I should stop interrupting.
Here we go!
This week on my anime corner, we're going to be discussing Sword Art Online again. It's very bad.
Here we go!
Okay, Reggie says, it is time for feedback. As per the norm, dub stuff first. I think the dub is perfectly timed. These episodes in the sub are just starting to fade from my memory. So it almost feels new, but with a touch of familiarity. I can agree with that.
As we just
Yeah.
discussed.
That being said, I like how Black is learning more about using Goku's body. I guess years of using the same fighting style molds your body into the optimal form from it. Trunks held Mai's hand for an awkwardly long time, but she's older than Goku, so it's okay, I guess. And
In a little girl's body.
yeah.
Very
Meh, I
strange.
don't like Trunks, so he's creepy, grabbing on that kid's hand like that. Poor kid Trunks. Said no one ever. I'm adding that part.
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
Yeah, screw him. It's nice to see Goku get turned down by everyone. He irritates me, so I'm surprised his teachers have been as patient as they have over the years. Well, I mean, he's kind of like,
The strongest.
yeah, I'd be patient for that too. Piccolo and Krillin didn't even put up a fight. I guess they know their place in the pecking order. I'll give this one a 6.5 out of 10. My highs were Black was interesting. My lows were Creeper Trunks.
I'm on board, except for the rating I would give lower.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, 6.5. I think that's.
I'm pretty on the 4.5 side. Of
We
this
should
one.
come up with like an actual
rate
like
how we rate things
Yeah.
instead of just giving it what we think it is.
yeah, because like a 5 equals
I think it's a little late for that.
yeah,
We're 51
episodes
episodes in.
in. That's weird.
Jinx.
Yeah. Well, I can't talk anymore then.
Well, looks like no more podcast.
All right. We'll see you guys next week when we cover episodes 52 and 129.
Don't forget to join our Discord.
I'm not falling for that again. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get into I almost said get into the feedback here. Get into the recap of episode 51. So this episode starts out right after Bulma has produced the new time machine. Well,
Yeah.
taken
Out
up.
of a capsule.
Out of a capsule. It is beat up and covered in moss. And she explains that this is the time machine that Cell arrived in, which I like how, like, as soon as she says the name Cell,
Goku's like, "Oh, Cell?"
and Vegeta's like, wait, what, Cell?
It's like, well, yeah, man. Cell was a thing.
Yeah. Do you not remember that?
Especially in the era of when Trunks was there
Yeah.
and his time machine. It shouldn't be too much of a stretch for him
It's
his
almost-
name to actually come up.
Yeah.
Right?
Originally, Future Trunks restored it to capsule form, like you said, and kept a hold of it. But the day he returned to the future, Bulma asked to have it. Now, real quick before we move on, we got a little flashback here of the original anime.
And it was in black and white.
It was in black and white, like you said. But then we got new art
Also in black and white.
in black and white too, trying to make us believe that it's the past.
Yes.
It looked weird. I would have preferred that second half they colored.
I wouldn't, because they're just trying to keep it uniform.
Yeah, it just, I guess with the new art direction and all that stuff,
Definitely
that
looks weird.
it
but
looked super weird.
It would be even weirder for the cohesion of the episode if it was just suddenly in color.
Well, why not make it all in color?
Because
whole
he had
thing.
purple hair,
Recolor it.
but it's already purple.
I mean, you can just put colored pencils over it or something, right?
Colored pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's my fault. I should have been more aware of colored pencils.
Well, welcome to the Universe 7 podcast, where Mason forgets that colored pencils are a thing.
I only use rose art, by the way.
What's up?
The
those-
worst version.
The
of-
off-brand,
Yeah,
Crayola's competitor.
but put this in perspective. Mega Bloks makes rose art.
Oh, so like the Lego knockoffs
Yeah.
makes the Crayola knockoffs.
Pretty upsetting.
That's horrible.
Yep, bad company for bad people.
Anyway, she wanted to use the time machine to keep it to research time travel, but she was unable to figure out how it worked and eventually gave up.
Doesn't
now,
sound like Bulma, by the way.
to give up.
Like that, yes, on something like that, when
Yeah.
her future self had already figured it out.
I think that's the only reason she did give up. I think if it were anybody else, she would have kept going, but if it's her future self, she's probably just like, I'll get it eventually, some point in the future.
That's fair.
Now, though, then she has her future self's notes explaining all about the time machine. She can finally get a handle on it. So
She does it.
she does it.
She makes it.
She builds a brand new time machine in 10 seconds flat.
It's pretty sick.
But now they're all excited because they can go back to the future and battle Black. But it's still going to take a while for Bowen to get the time machine in working order.
You could say they go black to the future.
You keep stealing my line.
You don't say it ever.
It's true. Goku asks Whis for more training, but Whis really doesn't feel like it. Not with all these time machines around and all that jazz.
He says, "F off, Goku. I'm not.
He gives him this
I'm not
sick
dealing with
side
your
eye
shit."
too.
Oh yeah, he wasn't having it, and his mouth movements looked weird.
Yeah,
I didn't like him.
I think it was just because you were looking at him from the side.
No, even when in this whole episode, it was very
Really?
strange. Yeah, go back and watch it again. Whis looked particularly weird.
Yeah, but he's like, now with all these time machines around, not only that, we do have a time ring to worry about now too. So
Well, yeah.
yeah. Piccolo suggests that Goku train with Vegeta, but Vegeta is looking pretty scary right now.
And he walks stupid.
He did,
What
didn't
was
it
his
look?
walk
He
like?
was like lumbering,
I
wasn't
didn't
he?
like that. It made me feel weird
Yeah.
in my loins. And we're back.
But yeah, Vegeta's not in the mood to train with anyone.
Except himself inside of a gravity chamber.
See, that I didn't get that scene.
He said, "Hell no!"
To
and then
what?
nothing happened.
To what?
To the wall. I don't know. He lost his damn mind.
Like, it would have worked for me if he was looking at the gravity chamber, said hell no, and walked away from it. But instead, he walked right in.
I think he was talking about Goku wanting to train with him.
A little late.
Yes, that's why it seemed so weird.
Yeah, it was weird. Goku teleports off to King Kai's planet and asks for training, but
And he says, "No, thank you. You destroyed my planet
Please
once
leave."
and now twice. You need to go, sir."
Meanwhile, Vegeta heads, like you said, into the gravity room by himself. And I'm actually full disclosure, I'm reading the recap from the original Japanese version. And he says he goes into the gravity room vowing to make him pay. So it sounds like they
Black
changed
boy.
that. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like they changed it. In the future, Black notes to himself that battle memories are being engraved into his mind and body as he becomes more accustomed to Goku's movements and body.
This was pretty sick, though.
Yeah, he wants to know more about Goku in order to make his destructive power even stronger. And
Which makes
it's
sense.
cool because originally when Black was fighting Trunks the first time we saw him, it was just kind of like, here's a new fighter, he's fighting all this good stuff. But now he's actually using Goku's stance and all this kind of stuff. So he really is becoming a carbon copy of Goku, essentially.
Except he's way into his own body.
Really into
It's
it.
pretty disgusting.
Edgelord Goku.
Yeah.
Back at Capsule Corporation, Bulma's parents have returned from vacation and are alarmed to find their garden in such a mess. I'm just going to skip over this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
All you need to know is it's not important to the plot.
It's not important to the plot, and we're really just trying to get to a point where Pilaf calls Mai by her name. Future Trunks overhears it and realizes that this is the same Mai that he knew in the future.
My Valentine.
Yeah. The two share a...
Intimate conversation.
which is essentially just Mai freaking out inside and outside. Trunks
Gross.
freaking out outside and possibly inside.
Are you talking about outdoors or indoors? What are we talking about?
You know, like having an internal conflict. And,
Oh, I thought you were talking about outside or inside of a building.
well, they're outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify the scene for everybody.
Mai is freaking out. She's like, "Hey, you know me in the future?" And he's like, "Yeah, you were really great, but now you're dead. Really sorry about that."
Oops.
But-
my bad.
Then Bulma returns Cell's time machine to capsule form and goes inside to get to work, but not before assigning Krillin and Piccolo the task of fixing up the yard, which they decide to treat like training. But, you know,
Why are these guys just being little
why would
bitches
they
all
do
the
it?
time?
You know, I feel like,
They already did all that cabbage.
and now they're like, you know what? I could just fly away, but, oh, you know what? I'll do it. I'm already here.
Badass bitch.
But they were
Bulma.
like, they weren't happy about doing it, so you could just go.
Yeah, they're very powerful. They don't need to have anybody tell them what to do. But they'll do it anyway. It's very weird.
It's super weird.
I'm not sure I enjoyed it.
From there, we go back to Mai and Trunks' story. We get a flashback where Mai is basically leading the resistance against Goku Black. And, you know, we just get a scene where they collapse a bunch of buildings on him. He gets out of it like a savage and starts murdering everyone.
Which is the fun part.
Yeah. And
kills
before he can kill Mai, Future Trunks comes in.
And says, I'm a Super Saiyan, fight me. Right?
Yeah. No, that's exactly what happens. Sorry. I had a little bit of a moment there.
Yeah, you're right.
It's very...
Stupid.
Yeah. I was gonna say it was a tearjerker, but stupid's probably a better term for it. They're fighting, and this fight essentially goes the same way the first one we saw did. Black just beats the hell out of Trunks, but before he can lay the final blow down,
Oh, you get a
flash grenade
a Taioken
in a
in a little
grenade form. But she saves Trunks, takes him home, tends his wounds, and apparently, because we needed to know this, says that we need sensu beans, but we can't because Korn's dead.
Korin's dead. We knew that.
You'd think he'd be okay because he could just, eat a bunch of sensu beans.
Not if somebody obliterated him. If you don't have a head, you can't.
All that's
really...
left is his little kitty cat snout, and you put it in there and he grows his body back. You know that's how sensu beans work.
No, it's only an arm left, so
Okay.
and you can't really feed a Satsu bean to an arm.
Poor Korin.
He got destroyed, dog.
Anyway, we jump back to the beginning, and Little Trunks is being a little shit and asks Future Trunks why he didn't bring Future Mai along with him.
Well, she's super dead, son.
Sorry, sucks to suck. Pilaf and
So
Shao
now I'm gonna
ask
take
about
your woman.
their future selves, but Trunks says that he never saw them. In fact, Pilaf and Shao have come to get Mai to help with the time machine repairs, but before they can do that, Goku teleports back, scares the hell out of Trunks, explains how King Kai refused to train him or give him any food, so now he's starving. But he basically just tells him, you need to rest right now. Don't worry about training. We have a lot of time.
If you don't do that, you're gonna kill yourself. Basically.
Pretty much. Inside, Bulma assigns the Pilaf gang with cleaning up the time machine, and Mai's having a moment about Future Trunks, blah, blah, blah. Bulma's like, hey, you kind of seem older sometimes. Anyway, it was not important.
No,
None of this is important at all.
we're flying through this episode because it was bad.
It was really bad, and just a lot of stuff happened that's really not worth
going over.
really diving into. Really, the biggest thing happens at the end where Beerus and Whis are discussing how Black's energy seemed familiar, like they'd encountered it somewhere before.
Ooh,
And-
spooky.
And Whis decides he is going to look into it.
Oh,
And that's the end of the episode.
do you think we'll
Well,
get
until... Actually, I'm sorry. Really important thing. The last thing that happens is Beerus screaming, where's my dinner?
that is important.
Yeah.
Don't want him to blow up the world.
Yeah, end of episode. So
Do you think there will be another episode?
I do. I think it's going to come next week, actually.
Spoiler alert. There will be at least one more episode.
And we will be back for at least one more episode.
No promises.
I mean, I'll promise it.
You can.
Might be by myself, guys. Not a great episode. I just,
4.5. 4.5. 4.5.
Is that what you're going to give it?
I'll give it a 4.
Okay, you're going to go even lower. What was your high-low?
My high was definitely the Goku Black thing. I liked him using Goku's stance and making himself a little orange boy. So
The BOI?
yeah, I like that the most.
Who would win, Edgelord Goku or one orange boy?
Probably one orange boy.
Yeah.
I won't make any decisive decisions right now, though. Really reiterating on that decision thing. Decisive decisions.
Decisive decision.
You know.
What was your low?
My low was almost the rest of it. None of it made any sense. It was really choppy. Why did Vegeta say hell no?
Yeah,
that
didn't
really
make
bugged
any
me.
sense at all.
Why was he walking that way?
Why was he walking the way he was walking?
I don't know anything about Vegeta suffered a massive stroke. And then he was fighting it internally and said hell no to himself.
He just hemorrhaged like crazy.
Yeah. So that was Vegeta was Milo by
Okay.
a long shot.
All right. First I'll give it a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, not great, not bad. I mean, we're going to sit down. We're going to hammer this out. We're going to make a...
I think it really depends on my mood. So
It's true.
we'll
We'll hang it up.
It's going to be hard for me to follow.
We're going to make something. We're going to hang it up on the wall here. And every time we give a rating, we're going to have to look up at it and really...
We can just get one of those pain charts I have at the doctor.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
All right.
My high, I guess, is going to be that little Goku Black sequence was really cool. My low is his dialogue. Shelma's doing a really good job at voicing the character, but the
It's weird sounding.
script they're giving him
It's
is
trash.
making him sound super edgy, and I don't like it that
Not
much.
even edgy, just like really into his body, like sexually.
Oh,
almost.
I
It's pretty
can't wait to draw more destructive power out of this body.
It's so gross. It makes me want to not watch.
Yeah. I wish they would have just taken the Toei translations for it
Right.
and just copied that verbatim.
Well, they didn't, and
I mean,
this is what we had.
Yeah. I mean, we are getting some fun stuff. Like, I remember Goku's, I forgot my tractor. And last week there was Beerus's trip to Flavortown.
Yeah, I like that.
There's been some good stuff, but a lot of this stuff is just like, dude, you're trying way too hard here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's pretty upsetting.
Yeah. So altogether, not a great episode. Next week looks like it could be interesting.
But we'll have to wait and see.
We're gonna have to wait and see. But for now, let's go ahead and listen to the promo for next week's episode.
On the next all-new episode of Dragon Ball Super.
I haven't seen Gohan around.
Gohan is a far cry from the warrior you knew as a boy.
In my reality, Gohan was my master.
You saying he trained you?
He did. He was fearless.
I'm sure he'd be thrilled to see you again.
Dragon Ball Super, next Saturday at 10:30.
The Great Saiyaman! Off villain, baby!
I am so confused right now.
Only Toonami on Adult Swim.
One-armed Gohan. We actually get to see it.
Do you want to know what else we get to see? Krillin forget that he already knew that Gohan was his master.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Mr. Satan.
Oh, that'll be cool
It's
too.
always a good time when you get to see
Yeah.
Mr. Satan. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's gonna be
Fine.
fine, and there's no sub next week, so it's really just gonna be that.
We'll extend that for a whole hour.
Yeah. Ooh,
A 20
this does not sound fun.
A 22 episode not good, or a 22-minute episode of nothing really happening stretched over an hour for us,
Maybe we'll just take Masako X's normal recaps
and just throw it on there.
yeah. We'll just
Or
Or we'll-
upload that to YouTube and get hit with another copyright violation.
I'll write down this. I'll make a script out of it. I'll like transcribe everything you said, and we'll just say it line for line.
Verbatim.
Yeah.
I'm into that. We could do that.
Okay. Anything else you want to add before we jump into the spoiler section here?
I hope it gets better.
Okay.
Life in general.
Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and jump to the spoiler section. But before we do that, I just want to let you guys know that the best way to get a hold of us is
Discord.
through Facebook. Facebook.com/Universe7Pod, or email universe7pod@gmail.com. If you guys have time, we would really appreciate a review on whatever podcast app you're listening to, whether it's iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere you're listening to. Reviews, whether they're 1 star or 5 stars, we'd prefer 5 stars, obviously, but any review will get us more visibility on the Dragon Ball charts, and yeah, we just really appreciate it. Do you want to tell them about Discord?
I want to tell them about how much better our Discord is than any other Discord they've ever been a part of.
Do it.
And you want to know why that is? Because Rhymestyle's a part of our Discord.
Is he now?
Yeah. He says, hey, what's going on, my super sandwiches? And then we kick him right out. And he's not there anymore. So that's mostly the reason it's best.
Okay.
That's it.
Join Discord.
It's there.
All right. Before we jump into the spoiler section, let us talk about this week's spoiler sponsor, and that is Shasta Moon Mist.
I'd rather Shasta Ice.
You know, they don't make it.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Yeah.
Continue.
I wonder what their version of Sierra Mist is, or Sprite. Anyway, Shasta Moon Mist. It's that one drink for when you want to have an ice cold Mountain Dew, or dare I say, a mellow yellow.
Is that what it is?
What?
The Moon Mist one?
Yeah.
I thought for sure that would have been a Sierra Mist knockoff.
Nope.
That is bad marketing.
Yeah. No, it's not a...
Sanjay's effing up again.
Sanjay, man. Dare I say he's kind of getting off his game now.
Yeah, I could also say that considering he's in prison.
Anyway, from prison, he is making that good toilet stuff, and he is calling it Shasta Moon Mist. And that is for when, like I said, you want a nice ice cold Mountain Dew or a mellow yellow.
Oh, how does he make that toilet mellow yellow?
I'll leave that to your imagination.
Fair.
But it's a good value for what you get, because for every can you buy at a whopping cost of 50 cents per ounce, you are going to be donating 20 cents. Hear that? 20 cents to the Universe 7 Pizza Fund, which we use every week before we record. Pretty much.
We're cultivating mass.
We really are. Today we got a stuffed pizza.
Yes.
Which was okay.
I was into it. Had better.
Had better. Also had worse.
Also worse.
But you know what? We got to eat that pizza every week. So every can of Shasta you buy, 20 cents goes to our fund.
You said per ounce, by the way. 50 cents per ounce. So a 12-ounce can, you're paying a lot of money.
You weren't supposed to tell them that, because now they were supposed to just say, oh, 50 cents Shasta, that's great. And then they go and they spend $15 on a can.
Yikes.
And we get a ton of money out of it.
Sorry, guys. $6 for
Read
your
the copy.
$6 for your one can of Dr. Shasta, or for Shasta Moon Mist.
All right, let's go ahead and, now that our cover's blown, jump into the spoiler section, sponsored by Dr. Sanjay Gupta's Toilet Piss.
And we're back from pissing.
I've been sitting right here the whole time.
I pissed just now.
Okay. All right, this episode is titled Noble Pride to the End, Vegeta Falls. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and read our feedback.
Is that anything like the movie Darkness Falls?
It is. That was a good movie.
That movie was shit.
It was about the Tooth Fairy.
The
It's
Tooth
all
Fairy that is a
screwy.
murderer.
Yeah.
It was awful. If anybody liked Darkness Falls, please let us know.
I remember liking it.
I preferred The Strangers.
With the Golden God?
The Golden God.
Golden God.
He made a sick murder victim.
Okay, before we jump into our feedback here, we do have a little bit of news, and this is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 / Dragon Ball Fighters related. It's not really spoilery. Half of it is and half of it is, so...
Half of it is and half of it is?
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just
It's not even late.
is.
I can't even use that as an excuse.
Yeah, it's way earlier than we normally do this.
What a joke.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, we are getting Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku as part of the next DLC pack. Now, this is really spoilery because it is a brand new form that I'm sure a lot of you who are into spoilery stuff or check r/DBZ or really just Dragon Ball news sites
Yeah.
pretty often, it's probably popped up and you probably haven't been able to avoid it, but For the sake of us sparing you guys who don't want to be spoiled, we're just going to say Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is coming to Xenoverse 2 and all that jazz, and he is coming to Xenoverse 2. Also, for Dragon Ball Fighters, I believe you can get like a Supreme Kai of Time avatar for the lobby.
That's fair.
It's nothing great. And for Xenoverse, you can get, what's her name? Android 21's clothes for your creative character.
Cool.
Also, you have Fu, who is an original character created specifically for, I think, Dragon Ball Heroes and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. So that's all well and good. But really the big thing is Ultra Instinct Goku is coming to Switch, PC, Xbox, PS4, all that fun stuff. But like I said, do not look unless you want to be spoiled on what the new form is going to be. Because I did, and I'm a little upset that I got spoiled.
I just looked at it because I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now that we're getting this close to the end, I'm like, is it worth it?
Spoil it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently it is.
for me.
But yeah, that's the only news I have. So let's go ahead and jump into the I was going to say recap, but it's
Yep.
feedback.
Yep.
Those words are very similar.
As they say, yes.
Yeah. Okay. On to the beatdown area known as the spoiler section. This one is from Reggie. It says, Jiren is a sadist. He took some sort of pleasure in beating the life out of both Vegeta and Goku, which will ultimately lead to his downfall most likely.
Agreed.
But we did get to see what should have been Goku's condition the entire second half of the tournament when Vegeta couldn't even transform and struggled to even put up a fight.
For real. Goku, those main character plot holes. I love it.
But we did get to see what... Oh, I literally just read that sentence.
Oh, good.
Which brings up a point I'd like to present. I feel like all these sacrifices have so much less impact because of the series ending. If we didn't know that, there were going to be... Oh, if we didn't know that and there were going to be more episodes after this arc, I could be moved by 17th Sacrifice or Vegeta's Ring Out, but it all feels so meaningless to me now. But back to the matter at hand, Ultra Instinct Goku versus Full Power Jiren, the fight we've been waiting for. This 2-week wait had better be worth it. This one is a 7.8 out of 10. I actually had a hard time coming up with that number. My highs, Ultra Instinct is nice. Instinct is nice.
Yeesh.
Jiren's music is badass.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Lows, what in the name of Kami are they?
Connie? Who the hell's Connie?
Sorry. What in the name of Kami are they planning to do with Frieza? It's getting on my nerves, them hiding him only to have him get wrecked all over again. I think we all know what's going to happen with Frieza.
Goku versus Frieza for the championship belt. 2018.
No, I think Jiren and Goku are going to ring each other out and Frieza's going to win because he stayed hidden.
Nah.
I mean, I'll stab myself if it's true.
I don't think that
But
will happen.
I
Because then
think-
he'll get the wish.
No, he won't.
What do you mean? I thought you had to be still in
I don't think it's last person standing. It's just most valuable player.
of your team.
Or just in general.
No, because most valuable, all the erased people are gone.
Oh, it's true. Probably most valuable left on your team then. So it wouldn't be Frieza.
Maybe.
It'd be Goku or Vegeta for sure.
That's fair. I don't know. We'll have to see. It might. I thought it meant person in the ring MVP. So if there were multiple of the same universe left, it would decide between those two.
Well, we'll know in less than a little over a month probably. So probably we will.
Because, well, that has to be the case because Frieza would have been doing more if he was counting on getting the wish. I think it's last person standing would get the wish.
I don't know. I think it's just most valuable.
Let us know what you guys think in our Discord.
Anyway, happy recording, and I hope I can join you guys soon. I am ready when you are.
Thanks, Reg.
Yeah, we'll get all that figured out for you, buddy. All right, this next one is from Tim on Facebook and on Rocket League. It says 127 feedback. The episode of Beatdowns. Can't say I'm very impressed with Vegeta's attempt here, but he did a good job buying time for Goku and gave him what little energy he could at the end. Goku getting beat up was pretty generic. I knew there was no way he'd get knocked out with the power of the writers on his side, but I'm glad to see Ultra Instinct again. However, other than the power of friendship and writing. I don't see how he managed it in that moment. I mean, I do. It always seems like when he gets knocked unconscious, he goes Ultra Instinct. So
Yeah, he got punched in his little face a little bit of
a
times.
little bit. I know there's time for them to really explain it, and I'm sure I'll have the answer right after I get done writing this. Don't get me wrong, it was a cool moment, and I'm excited to see the fight come to a climax. Hopefully, they leave enough time for an episode to go a little more in depth about it, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Overall,
I think we have 2 episodes left of the actual tournament.
yeah. And then one just wrapping up the series.
Yep.
Overall, I'd say good episode, but the ones coming up will be way better, or at least I hope so. As always, take care, guys. Talk to you in Discord. Tim on Facebook.
Hell yeah, Tim.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
That Discord, man.
It's pretty dope.
It is.
You can go into our show notes and find it.
Yes,
and then join it. Discord.
Noble Pride to the end. Vegeta falls. Okay, so this episode begins right where the last one picked up. Ended off. This one picks up right where the last one left off.
You got it.
Holy smokes.
You're having a hard time. You better get yourself one of those Shasta Moon Mists to keep yourself energized.
All right, hang on. Let me go to the toilet real quick. I'll get some. And I'm back.
How's that piss water?
I mean, it's just Brita water, but it's
I
good.
thought you were getting that Shasta, dog.
No, I decided that my voice would do good with some nice ice cold water to constrict my vocal cords.
That's what you want? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you feeling better? Gross.
I am.
Okay, good.
Okay, this episode starts out right where the last one left off.
You got it.
17 just sacrificed himself to rescue Goku and Vegeta, but
Vajirin.
I jumped forward 2 words. But Jiren remains unimpressed. I would say that's an understatement.
He says, F you, man.
Essentially.
Yeah, it's rough.
He's fully confident that the 2 are far too weak to beat him. While Goku's still on the ground, Vegeta challenges Jiren on his own, but he's no longer to even become Super Saiyan.
I like that, actually.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good touch.
Undeterred, Vegeta still takes on Jiren in his base form. He says this form is enough for the likes of you.
Which
Like,
is just
come on,
not
buddy.
true. There's a time when pride becomes total idiocy.
Yeah.
And this is it.
Yep,
You're
he
witnessing
is
it.
clearly outmatched. Jiren even tells Vegeta to just jump out of the arena himself, but he refuses to give up.
Okay, looks like you're going to get a little bit of face punches, little baby boy.
Pummeled by Jiren's blows, Vegeta is knocked over to the edge of the arena, but manages to hold on with one hand.
But
Though-
he's slipping. Guess why? He doesn't have his little magic gloves.
It's true. We were watching this, and I know over the last couple of weeks we've been saying that it's just looked weird with Vegeta shirtless.
Yeah.
And we realized that, well, you realize the reason that it's so weird is because he's not wearing his gloves.
I can't remember one time, besides that one time he was shirtless, seeing his hands ever. His actual hands.
I mean, like normal clothes Vegeta did, but like in a fighting sense, that's not punching his son in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's never been gloveless.
It's very weird.
So, yeah. Plus, he has this weird body where it's like
He's
his
just too
ab.
it's too compact.
It is. His abs are like really narrow, but then his chest like shoots out.
He's very scary.
He looks like a mutant sometimes. You know what I mean?
I think it's hot.
Okay. Jiren is just pummeling Vegeta. He gets knocked over the edge, but he's hanging on, and then he remembers his family and his promise to Kaba and manages to pull himself back up into the arena and return to the fight.
Did you like those flashbacks of his family? I know you said you thought it would be a cop-out earlier in the series.
I did?
When we were talking about when he turned into Super Saiyan Bluer, when he only thought about Kaba, and you were glad he didn't think about his family.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he thought about Kaba too, so it's...
That's fine.
No, I mean, I don't know. It worked in this episode.
Yeah, I agree. I liked it. I thought it would have been fine with in the other episode as well.
The other episode, I think it was, I don't know, saying pride and all that kind of stuff,
Sure.
passing your own limits, but like barely hanging on to save your universe.
That's your family,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Unless you're Goku. And then for some reason you think about Frieza instead.
Frieza.
Yeah, it was weird.
I liked it.
But he pulls himself back up into the arena and returns to the fight. And he says that Jiren's punches barely felt like a tickle. And then continues to get pummeled.
And it's very brutal.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting roughed up, man. His eyes closed.
His facade quickly shatters as he's getting punched up. And he's like,
I can
I
feel
feel
my
like-
body shattering right
Yeah.
now.
He's
And then he
like,
gives him a nice chop to the shoulder. That looked painful.
God, I know.
I thought he dislocated his shoulder.
Jiren's fighting is savage in this
Oh,
episode.
yeah. He beats the hell out of him.
Still, even if Vegeta can't win, he realizes it's fine as long as Universe 7 does. And he's like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to try and take one of your arms with me. He was literally going to
Gonna
pull
rip-
his arm off.
Yeah, it was going to be sick. I wish he would have.
But unfortunately,
He turns into this girl is on fire.
and makes Vegeta spin like a Shooting Stars video.
Yeah.
How cool would that have been if he just tore his arm off?
Blood everywhere. It's sick.
Jiren attacks, knocks
Jiren texts and then knocks him out.
This one was not my fault. This one is actually the recap. It says Jiren's attacks.
Attacks?
Yeah,
Atex?
yeah,
Weird.
it's weird. Jiren knocks Vegeta out of the arena once again, but this time by sheer chance, his boot catches on a floating piece of rubble. Vegeta hangs there by his foot when Belmode asks the Daishinkan if this counts as a ring out.
He says, no, idiot. He's still in the ring.
Pretty much.
He's on the fighting stadium.
So
Duh.
Vegeta is still in the match, but before he can rest, he hears Bulma's voice urging him on. And I like this. He wakes up and he's like, "Just let me sleep a little more, damn it."
These women, am I right?
Am I right? Vegeta gets back up and goes to fight Jiren. Jiren can't understand what keeps driving Vegeta to fight. And Vegeta's like, it's worthless to explain it to an emotionless bastard like you. You don't understand what it feels. You don't understand what it's like to fight to protect something.
That was
Which
sick.
strikes a nerve in Jiren. But it's
he was not-
100% true.
He was not pumped about that,
No.
let me tell you.
Get good.
Well, he did, and he punched him square in his face. He got good all over his face.
Yeah. Vegeta gets back on, curses himself for not being good enough, essentially, and blasts a final flash at Jiren.
Which
does
does
nothing.
nothing.
He's like, all right, whatever. Throws one more punch at Jiren. Jiren catches it and then says it's over, or Owarida. And
Sleep.
blasts Vegeta with a punch to the face and knocks him out of the ring.
But before that happens,
He starts crying.
he cries like a little bitch.
Oh, that was a good moment. That was a great moment.
Yeah, he wasn't a proud boy then. He was a good boy.
He calls himself a damn fool.
And he's a good boy.
Yeah. Yeah, says he's sorry to Bulma and Kaba for failing. And then
Not Trunks though.
Not Trunks. For good reason.
Yeah.
And then in a moment that was like, in my opinion, like I told you before, like completed Vegeta's character arc as far as like growth.
Kind of how it did at the end of Z.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He gives Goku his remaining energy and says, Kakarot, I leave the rest to you. Before falling out of bounds.
Because he's a smart boy now.
Yep.
He's not just a prideful boy.
And then
He's a sharing boy.
Vegeta is out of the tournament. Goku gets his energy, stands up with a real serious face. He's pissed.
And he turns into Super Saiyan Blue.
Which people on the internet are upset about.
Why?
Because it's like, okay, Goku was weak enough. Goku wasn't strong enough to get up.
Correct.
Yet with Vegeta's energy, which wasn't enough to let him turn into OG Super Saiyan, he somehow gets up and turns Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, because he's the main character. I don't know what people don't get. It's pretty blatantly right in front of us.
Yeah, but I mean, like, come on, guys.
No, I get why they're upset, but just take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Like, this is how
it's not worth getting upset over.
It's been this way for the entire tournament. You're surprised now?
The Grand Priest formally announces Vegeta's defeat. Vegeta shows up in the bleachers where
And Gohan
Gohan
is being-
grabs the hell out of him.
He's like, hey, wake up.
Vegeta! Oh, speaking of, well, Vegeta was getting the hell beat out of him.
Everybody was screaming Vegeta, and it was really annoying.
Especially Krillin.
That was very weird. Vegeta, he could have killed Vegeta back in the day.
Krillin?
Stabbed him right through his stupid face.
I really want to see a what if
If
scenario.
didn't
What if Krillin killed Vegeta?
Has Moscow done one of
No.
those yet?
No.
Someday.
Maybe
Someday.
tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow he'll do it. If not tomorrow, the next day. And I'm just going to keep saying that until he finally does it.
And then you'll be right on that day. A broken clock is right twice a day.
Yep.
You'll only be right one time ever.
Krillin gives Vegeta his senzu bean. He gets up. Beerus congratulates Vegeta for doing so well. And Whis is happy to see that he's safe. And Vegeta just does his trademark scoff.
I'm pissed.
Yeah. In the arena, Jiren still can't understand why everyone is trusting Goku. He says that trust is pointless, strength is absolute, and
you're not strong.
yeah, pretty much. And Goku's like, "You're stupid."
You're
really
an idiot.
He basically says that, and
Yeah.
once again presses one of Jiren's buttons and starts fighting,
Oh yeah.
and quickly stops fighting.
Because he's not doing super hot.
Yeah, it was a cool fight though. He throws some punches. He does a little upside down handstand ki blast at him.
He gets some cool stuff in until he starts beating the bejesus out of him again.
Yeah, he had the final cool moment where Jiren was gaining ground on him and he used instant transmission.
Yeah,
and it
that's dope.
looked like he maybe had an opening,
But nope.
but then quickly took an elbow to the gut
Unfortunate.
and literally got the blue punched out of him.
Goodbye, Blue.
Yeah.
And now he gets face punches for at least the next rest of the episode.
Yeah, and there's some horrible foreshadowing where we jump to the other gods of destruction and they're like, oh, this fight is decided.
But
Not
guess
even-
what? It's not.
It's not. Jiren's punching Goku in the face lots of times. Roshi says he doesn't know how much more of this he can watch. And
Goku's been through worse.
not much worse, I don't think.
Some worse.
No. I think, I honestly feel like Piccolo killing him with the special beam cannon probably hurt less than what Jiren is doing to him right
That's
now. Goku at this point is just trying to survive. He jumps off to another cliff. Jiren quickly follows him and just keeps beating the hell out of him.
he's not giving up, man.
He's
ruthless, dog.
he is. He could easily have just given one punch. And
No,
you know,
he wants to toy with him.
he does. He just wanted to make them suffer and consecutive normal punches
He wants him to know that he is
of
Jiren,
spicy boy.
a spicy boy.
Yeah.
He's got some real heat to him.
Yep. He closes in on Goku, gets him to a point where he's one punch away from being defeated. And right before he goes in for the finishing blow with his
Goku
little
disappears. Whoa.
Yeah.
But we get a little montage of everybody trusting in him and Vegeta saying, Goku, don't lose.
I mean,
That's what he says.
it's exactly what he says. Goku, yeah, like you said, he vanishes and reappears right behind Jiren, except like 10 feet away from
Wanna
him.
know why? Do you want to know why?
Is it because of that Ultra Instinct?
Yeah, it came
That
back.
Migate no Gokui thing?
Kukui?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Also known as Ultra Instinct Sign
Or Omen.
or Omen.
Or Owen.
But yeah, I like how right after he transforms, we go down the line and we get all the reactions, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Piccolo's like, that posture.
Oh, why was that?
You don't know.
I liked it.
Ugh.
Everybody's obsessed with everybody's body.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
It's cool. Vegeta sees it and he starts smiling.
He says, "Yeah, he's gonna get him now,"
I'm gonna get him.
and he gets him in his little stomach.
He does.
That was sick. It
Jiren
looked
throws
like
some
it hurt.
punches at him, and Goku's just dodging, and then counters with an uppercut to the gut, and it makes Jiren's eyes bulge, and it makes him spit, which by far the most damage we've ever seen Jiren take.
And then they're like, "Whoa, he was defensive, and he punched him hard. Crazy."
Crazy, right? No, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I took a screen grab of Jiren's punch face,
Mm-hmm.
and I tweeted it this morning, saying, "When your 1-year-old decides to wake you up with a punch,"
Yes.
and I thought it was real funny, and I got 4 likes on it.
Good job,
I'm real
man.
proud of myself.
Who liked it?
Dad? No,
Me
no,
and your brother.
no.
Oh. Okay. Well, back to what we were doing.
Back to what we were talking about, right? From there, I mean, really, the episode's over. There's a standoff between Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren.
Real intense music.
Belmont's real pissed off that Goku keeps surpassing his limit.
One of the Kai says, oh, maybe he mastered it this time.
Mhm.
And then the other one's
Spoiler
like,
alert.
and then the other one was like, oh, this is going to be a problem with this much time left.
I did like that he said that
Yeah, I did too.
because it really does pull the.
Oh, time is actually a factor?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because I mean, nobody's come out and said it, but it's like, okay, you have an unconscious Frieza who's hidden, and you have a Super Saiyan autopilot Goku who's not going to take any shots from Jiren.
So even if they tied, they'd win out of the sheer numbers.
Yeah.
Even if neither of them got knocked
So
off.
really, the smart thing to do would be
Bide time.
for Goku just to dodge for 2 minutes.
Pretty much.
But we know that's not going to happen because it's Dragon Ball, and they're not smart. And plus, I would much rather see 2 episodes of balls to the wall fighting.
Yeah, I'd rather just see continuous instant transmission run
I thought you were going to say consecutive normal punches.
for the entire 2 minutes.
But yeah, that is the end of this episode. There are 2 minutes left in the Tournament of Power, and there are 3 episodes left of Dragon Ball Super.
Goodbye, Dragon Ball Super.
Speaking of, there is no episode of Dragon Ball Super next week, so
Next week, we will be
dubbing.
dumbing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
We'll just be covering the dub next week. We might cover a little something else maybe in the second half, but as of right now, we're just going to say we'll cover the dub, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for episode 129. So, what'd you think of this one?
I liked it. I thought it was touching.
Yeah.
It was very... I like the score was good. All of the music fit well in the right parts.
Ever since the Goku Black arc, the music has just been crazy good, which, by the way, Ultimate Battle, the original Ultra Instinct theme that played right when Goku and Jiren had their first Ultra Instinct fight,
Yes.
that got a full release.
Is it sick?
Yeah.
I'll probably listen to it.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Just search, Ultimate Battle, DBS full, something like that.
Dope.
It'll pop up. Maybe I'll throw it in the show notes if I can remember how to do it. Well, not if I remember to do it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's music.
Music is good.
That's a music podcast.
Yeah.
What's your high low?
Do you want my rating first?
I thought you gave it, but
I just said it was
probably
good
wrong.
so
Yeah.
far.
What's your rating? It was good. All right, from a scale of 1 to 10.
So, 10 is bad on that scale, so we've got to reverse it now. 1
Yeah.
is going to be the best.
1 is going to be, damn, no, we're going to flip it. Show me on this chart the number 1 where you're like smiling and stuff. That means like it was okay. I'm just smiling to be polite. Even though it was a garbage episode, I'm going to smile, make you feel good about
But the
yourself.
pain one.
But 10 is like, oh, it hurts so bad. It was good. The weary emoji where he's like this.
I don't like that emoji.
I love that emoji. I use that emoji constantly.
I like the ant emoji.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I like it. On the scale of 1 to pain,
Yeah.
I thought it was semi-pain.
So like,
But, like, I'd say like a 7. No,
7,
I'll give
5?
it an 8. I'll give
Okay.
it an 8 even. It was fine. I was touched.
Okay. Give me your high low.
My high was him not being able to turn into a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, it was a good touch.
And also his closed eye. I thought that was a nice touch too.
Physical damage. We never see that anymore.
Exactly. I thought those were 2 very good
Yeah.
elements to the episode.
What's your low?
My low is everybody screaming
Yeah.
constantly throughout this episode. It was almost misery. That's
Okay.
what dropped it from a 9.
Vegeta.
It made me really angry, like
Yep.
irrationally. Yeah, so that wasn't fun. How about you?
I'll give it an 8. My high was Jiren finally getting a little bit of what's been coming to him. My low, I don't know. I wish Vegeta would have gone out a little better.
Gotten at least one more good hit in?
Yeah,
Like a good hit?
any hit.
Yeah, none happened besides Final Flash, which did nothing.
Yeah, I wish he would have gotten something. And another low is a lot of people didn't like this episode.
Yes.
All those
elitists on Dragon Ball Super subreddit.
a lot of them
R
didn't like
slash
it.
DBZ.
A lot of people didn't like it. I don't really understand why.
I don't know. People are weird, man. They have high expectations.
Yeah.
And I don't.
I have even fewer.
Yes.
You show up, you show me Goku and Vegeta with decent animation, which
Cool.
yeah, exactly. This episode did have really good art and animation, though.
Agreed.
So
Whoever's been drawing those pecs on Vegeta, baby, keep it up.
he's going to be draped with a blanket the next time you see him.
Shit.
This episode is a 1.
I'm not watching anymore.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it. There's 3 episodes left. 2 minutes left in the tournament. So I think you're right. I mean, 2 more episodes.
Next
minute
week,
per episode.
Yep, 2 more episodes of that, and then we'll get the wrap up on episode 131.
Bummer, man.
We'll get to hear Bulma's voice.
Maybe.
Did they not confirm a new voice actress?
They did, but they worded it a little weirdly. They said that she's going to be the new VA for the Dragon Ball series.
Yeah, but I also believe that they'll have her, because she hasn't been featured yet.
No, she's been featured in a literal commercial for spray cleaners for your bathroom.
Yeah, this isn't a spoiler. This is just my guess. Universe 7 definitely survives, and I'm guessing that this voice actress is in episode 131.
And if she's
in the wrap up,
not,
then we know the series is continuing.
yeah. I hope, if that's the case, then I hope she's not in it.
Yeah, either that. Well, movies also count for Dragon
true.
Ball, so we'll see.
We'll see. All right. You have anything else you want to add before we get out of Dodge here?
I think that Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball.
I thought you were going to say Dragon Ball is good.
Hot take.
Okay, we'll be back next week to cover episode
129. Not because it's not going to be there.
It's not going to happen.
Covering episode 52 of the dub, and if you don't like it, get the hell out.
But a really good place for you to be is our Discord.
And what you do there is you sign up for it, and then you talk with all of our friends.
Yeah, we just hang out. I mean, like I said, yesterday, just hanging out in Discord, and the next thing you know, I'm playing Rocket League with one of our listeners. So it's just a good time.
So if you guys want to play Rocket League with one of our listeners, you can do that.
You can do that. But yeah, join our Discord. Link is in the show notes. Also, like the show on Facebook. We just crossed 500 likes on the Facebook page this last week.
Let's hit 1,000 this next week, boys.
So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. Show on Facebook, facebook.com/Universe7Pod, or email us at universe7pod@gmail.com. Leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, anywhere you listen to podcasts. And we will be back next week.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah.
I would like to plug our guest for the very last episode, our longtime fan, Marissa.
You stop.
She's making her comeback on episode 131.
If you listen, let us know still. If you don't listen,
see ya.
I hope you have a great one. We'll be back. It threw me off, man.
Sorry.
Have a great week. Stay safe. And until next time.
Adios.
刺激必殺1000万回体つたぼろどこでやめりゃいいのガッガッガッガッガチだぜぐんぐんぐんぐんぐんを抜きじゃんじゃんビャンビャン究極のバトルバババババカだねザンザンザンザン残酷なじゃんじゃんビャンビャン宿命を笑え元気玉がみなぎる限り光放て永遠まで存在覚醒限界再生意識を超えて戦いは続くまマジかよてんてんてんてんてんもちもじゃんじゃんビャンビャン火柱に溶けるガッガッガッガッガチだぜ